Well, shalom to you. I'm shalom. I'm Sam Peak, and Jason asked me to come and be with you, and to start. I don't know how many classes we'll do. I have no idea. You never know about things like this. And I was telling some people just a minute ago that I usually, I sit down and I really work something out, and I really have clear in my mind exactly what I want to do, and kind of a lesson plan kind of deal. But with this one, number one, because it slipped up on me, I don't have that all together, but maybe that's a good thing. Like Joanne said a minute ago, she said every time you come with no notes, with nothing, then it always ends up being a good one. So with God's help, hopefully that's what will happen. I'm a Jew who wants to sit with you for a while and try to teach you some of the Jewish roots of Christianity, if that's okay with you. And some things we have to kind of agree on before we can actually get started. Number one, if I make you mad, I don't really mean to. Okay, honestly, I don't. And if I do, always question back at me. That's not a problem. And a lot of teachers will tell you that there's no such thing as a stupid question. I don't agree with this. I think there are stupid questions. I get them from time to time. But it's okay. I don't want to not encourage you to ask questions. Please go ahead and ask the questions, because we really need to get questions out of the way so we can move on down the road in what we are trying to accomplish. And don't ever worry. I'll never make fun of you and say, hey, that was a stupid question. You shouldn't have asked that. But no, that won't happen. So go ahead and ask it, even if it is stupid, and even if you think it's stupid, go ahead and ask it. And we won't worry about that. So what are we trying to accomplish? How can I say it? If I have a mission, it's only in one area, and that is to share Jewish things with Christian people so that they can better understand the New Testament. Because we have a very long history of 2,000 years of, to be very honest with you, of Christians not being so nice to the Jewish people. And it has caused a huge rift between us. And I think it's indicative of the signs of the times, if you will, of what's going on right now around the world, especially in the nation and among the people of Israel, that something is happening. And 15 years ago, actually I started teaching this much longer than that, a long time ago, but there was very, very little interest, and suddenly the interest has mushroomed. It's really exploded, and to me that's also almost prophetic, if you will, that this is happening at this time, that people are wanting to reconnect, and people are wanting to know, and all of those things. So if we can get started, we have to agree on one thing. And that this will be the only thing that we have to agree on at all. Everything else we can disagree. It's not a problem. But in order for me to do you any good at all, we have to agree on just one thing. And that is that 2,000 years ago, this person that you know as Jesus, and that we call him in Hebrew, because Jesus surely is not his Hebrew name, we call him Yeshua, that this person was a Jew. A Jew in first century Israel, not just any Jew. Now this we don't have to agree on. I mean, we'll work on this. I'll try to show it to you. But we have to agree that he was a Jew, and that he grew up in the Jewish culture, and that he grew up as a religious Jew, as a believing Orthodox religious Jew. And not just any Jew though, an Israeli. Even to this day, Israeli Jews are different than Jews in the world. There's something about the land of Israel that does something to you that you're not like anybody else. Even between Jews who live in the United States, even very, very Orthodox Jews, very, very religious Jews, there's still a difference between a religious Jew here in the United States and a religious Jew in Israel. To be an Israeli is just to be in a different world, a better world actually for the Jewish people. A more understanding and a more spiritual world, really and truly. So he wasn't just a Jew. He wasn't just an Orthodox Jew. He was an Israeli, not only an Israeli, but an Israeli rabbi. Now, some people will argue with that because the title rabbi doesn't come along until much later on in what we think of as a rabbi today. A rabbi today, you know, a rabbi today may have a congregation. He may be a congregational rabbi and operate a synagogue. He may be a kosher inspector to inspect the kashrut or the kosher certification of foods and things like this. He may be a teacher or a professor or in a yeshiva, something like this. A yeshiva is a school, kind of like what we're doing right here. And so we don't have that title in the first century as far as like a post, because most people, when they think of rabbi, oh, this is the one who runs the synagogue. And that's even in Judaism, in Jewish communities, the rabbis don't even get to run their synagogue. It's very interesting. They don't have a whole lot of what's the word I'm trying to use? They have authority when it comes to interpreting the Word of God. But as far as the ins and outs and the finances and all of these things that have to do with the synagogue, that's done by committee, which whether that's good or whether that's bad, I don't know. It can go both ways. But anyway, so I don't know actually how many people in the class or how much you know about the Jewish people and about the history of the Jewish people. So I'm not exactly sure where to start. Usually when I start a class like this, I start with something that's called the riddle of the Messiah.